Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Rosie here, and I play Dead by Daylight so you don't have to. Well, it's been a wild ride, man, for a little bit. It's been a wild ride playing this fucking shit. From Alien, who's fantastic, love the Alien. No, there's not one damn thing wrong with that character. Alien is perfect and beautiful and wonderful. The only thing wrong with Alien is using whispers on the alien. That's about it. But turning our attention to our regularly scheduled program, lads, if you've been tuning in lately, you'll know that Rosie has rediscovered his passion and love for the twins. Thank you for his penance. So we're back on twins, man. We're gonna now. When I say I'm a twins main, I'm going to self-identify as a twins main again. That don't mean every stream is gonna be all twins all the time. I still like playing the other killers too much. We're not going to abandon the rest of the roster, but we're gonna be doing a lot more twins on the channel, a lot more regularly again. Kind of like we used to back in the day. Trying to make that what I be doing in this game. Plus, y'all be playing the other killers way better than I can. I gotta do something. Instead of that kill your friends, man, all y'all be playing some of these killers way better than I can. So I need to go back to what I be doing best around here. That being said, there's an elephant in the room that I haven't addressed yet, in any way, shape, or form, other than on some of my streams. There was a Reddit thing a while ago, and in that Reddit thing, like a Reddit Q&A, I think there's another one coming up, but in that Reddit Q&A, the devs quote-unquote confirmed that a Twins rework is scheduled for January of 2024, which actually gets closer and closer by the fucking day. So as you can imagine, I, as somebody who's getting back into the character, am nervous, because why the fuck wouldn't I be? Why the fuck wouldn't I be? I said this a while ago, too. This is something I've always said. There's nothing you're going to do for them that's going to make them any better than they are right now. Aside from just straight up buffing some of the aspects of their kit. There's no other power that you could give them that's going to be better than the one that they currently have. So, ignoring that, reworking them is a waste of time. Reworking them is a complete and utter waste of everybody's time and resources over there. There's no point. There's absolutely no point in reworking this character. There's no point in touching this character. Hey, Almo, leave them twins alone. Okay. Let's go into why reworking twins is an absolute disaster on multiple levels. Okay. Now, we'll partially get into... We'll start with what we just kind of went into. Reworking the twins is no... nobody wants... There's no objective reason to rework the character from a power standpoint. Not one. The character is a top 10 character in the game. They require, they're top 10, and they're hidden behind a slight macro and micro skill ceiling. There's no reason to rework this character because they don't need a rework. There are other killers on the roster that require significantly more attention in terms of power than twins. Twins are better than 80% of the roster. I would rather you take that time to focus on buffing Bitch Boy, or buffing Doctor, or buffing Leatherface, or buffing Freddy, or buffing any of the killer, or buffing fucking Myers, is who you should be buffing. How about you buff fucking Michael Myers, man? Don't waste your time trying to change a character that will gain nothing from it. The character will gain nothing and lose everything from it. You rework this character, you fucking lower their position on the tier list by 15 to 20 spots. There's absolutely no reason to do that. There's no reason to do that. Zero. There's no reason to to do that to this character that is performing well. The people that do play them, the character performs well, and even against Survive with Friends, they can put up a fight and even win. There is no reason to change this character right now, absolutely, from a gameplay perspective. Zero. Other than a few things like lockers. Just let the kid damage in the locker. That's about it. But again, I would rather them just not touch him again. Next thing. The next reason that they're reworking this character is a waste of time is that this is one of your least picked killers in Dead by Daylight. Twins have what, like a 1.32% pick rate? It's something incredibly small. It's something incredibly tiny. There's like 7 people other than me that play this character. And I am sure I'm not the only one that wants you to just leave them the fuck alone. The people that do play this character do not want your grimy paws on them. They do not want Almo and Jeff sitting down and having a conversation about twins. That is not what we're interested in. We don't like the 2 people, the 2 to 7 people that play this character play the character because we like them the way they are now. It's not that we like, oh, I want twins to be changed. We don't play the character for that. We play the character because the character is fun right now. The character is powerful right now. We play them because we like them now. If you rework the character, what you are betting on, here's what you're betting on if you rework the character. If you rework the character, you are betting that you are going to have, if you're going to make their pick rate go up. I don't see that happening. Nobody is going to drop their easy-ass Wesker or Huntress or all these characters that they do play, or the popular licenses. No one's going to do that to play twins, bro. Twins appeal to people that are deep into the game. Their perks are bad, so there's no reason to buy them. There's no reason that somebody actually goes, I'm going to buy twins because I need this perk on this killer. Especially now that Pinhead has been nerfed. There is no reason to buy twins for other killers in the game. So that's out. Like, if you buy twins, if you spend your shards on the twins, you're doing it to play the twins. That's why you're doing it. You're not doing it for perks or anything like that. And because they're hard, you have to have good macro to play twins. That means only people that are good at the game have access to the character at an even mid-level. So, Wage ain't gonna be able to play him because Wage sucks. You know what I mean? That's the problem. You're not gonna be able to have access to the character unless your macro is actually good. Hitting your pounces isn't enough. You have to have game sense to actually play. You have to have a certain amount of both. So you have to be deep into the game to even bother picking the character up in the first place. That's why they have a pick rate of 1.3% or whatever the fuck it is, 2%. Because who cares, bro? But it's so you have that's not going to change with a rework. That is my point there. You're not the only thing that you might do with a rework is lose the players that already play them, because we're not playing them because we're playing them because they're fun. We like what's there right now, and they have a certain amount of power that backs up the weight behind the things that they do. All 3 of those. It's a fun thing because there's a balance thing in there. Scoot. There's a balance thing in there. This character can compete with and beat Survive with Friends. Whenever you lose to Survive with Friends as this character, you either are you're right there every single time. Which is the thing we've been saying about Alien as of late too, but the same thing applies here. You're just right there. And if they lose that, people will the 7 people that play them will drop them like a fly. If they become bad. If you rework them and they become bad, the 7 of us that play them will drop them like a fly. And it won't be hard either. I already did it once. It will not be hard to just drop the character. It won't. So there you go. That's another reason that they shouldn't rework them. The third reason they wouldn't be working them, that they shouldn't rework them, this is a waste of time. What do you do? What's your rework twins power, bro? What is it? You're sitting here talking about twins rework. What are they doing? What's the power? What are they doing? I heard a random in my chat said they could make Victor an AI, but how interactive is that? Why would I want to play a killer that uses... I don't want to say uses AI, because it's Nemesis doesn't use the AI. The AI just exists for him. It just exists on the screen. Knight, you have to set up the AI and then in turn work with what it's doing to get it down on somebody. Or you can just use it to pressure. Or Knight's not using his AI, he uses it to patrol and but it's not true usage. If Victor becomes an AI, Victor is his own living entity, own flesh and blood entity, right? It's not like, because in the lore wise, the zombies just go, they don't really know what the fuck's going on, and then the knights guards are doing what he says. That's why it's called an order action. They are doing what he says. That's the thing. What Victor is his own flesh and blood sentient being, proven by and like. If you're gonna make him an AI, the only way for Victor to be an AI is to have him go around the map and do his own thing by himself, which is like, that's not interactive. And then what do you do with Charlotte? So like, Victor's gonna be the AI now, apparently. What are you doing with Charlotte? What's her gimmick? Like, what are you doing with her? You could make her, maybe you could like rework that weapon she has into like a projectile weapon where she charges it up and then launches it or some fucking shit, because it's like a big hook. But it's like, what? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? The main appeal of the fucking character is the fucking baby. Sorry, behavior. The main appeal of the character is the fucking baby. Nobody cares about Charlotte. Sorry. I mean, nobody cares about Charlotte. She's 115. Charlotte's main role in this character's kit is to deploy the fucking baby. That's what she's there to do. She's there to deploy the baby and give you something to control when you can't use the baby. That's what she's there to do. Nobody cares about Charlotte, bro. Sorry, behavior. No, sorry. No, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that this is the reality of the game. Nobody cares about Charlotte. The people play the character for the fucking Victor, bro. Which means if you're not controlling Victor, you're gonna lose the player base anyway. The people that like him, you're gonna lose them anyway. But it's like, what do? You're gonna sit down and fucking design a power half-assed and then play test it, put it in the game, to ultimately then decide. I'm predicting that even if they designed something, they would play test it and decide it's shit and not put it in the game anyway. Because there's such a limited idea pool here. It would be such a waste of time for something that they would ultimately, in my honest opinion, they would play test, not find fun, and end up scrapping. It's such a waste of time and resources for like 7 people. It's such a waste of time for 7 people that don't want the idea. Just leave them the way they are. The best thing for Twins, okay, I've said this even back in the day when I played them. The best thing for Twins is to remain out of conversation. If they can do that, they're Gucci. The Twins do not want you to talk about them. They don't want the devs to look at them. They don't want anything like that. They're there. They're in maybe 1.3% of Dead by Daylight matches. And that's what it needs to just stay. The status quo should just stay. They should just stay. The killer that behavior doesn't touch. They should never be looked at, touched, mentioned, or discussed again in any way, shape, or form. Because it's just something that the people that do play them are happy with them, and that's it. And if you make any changes to them, it's just catering to the fucking survivors that have to be in Twins matches. The one Twins match they get in 3 months, right? Like, who cares? If you get one Twins match in 3 months, just fucking tough it out and play it. Or just throw. If you really don't want to do it, just throw. The Twins player's not going to care if you just throw. They're just going to boot up another game. You're the one that fucking waited in queue for fucking 15, 20 minutes. Or whatever you guys like to say. I even know it's not that bad. I know it's not that, but you're the one waiting in queue longer than me. If you throw, it's not as big of a deal for me. I can get into a game in 7 seconds. You're the one that's going to be on the queue for 5 minutes. So if you really don't want to fucking play against Twins, just throw. The Twins player won't care. But it's like, and again, so that's just leave the character alone, bro. Just leave the character alone. As we get closer and closer and closer, the reality of a potential rework fucking is starting to finally set in, and I really don't think they should do it. They should really devote their attention and time to the characters that need it more, objectively speaking, from a power sense, that need it more objectively, have a bigger player base, and would benefit more from it. Fucking rework Bitch Boy. Rework Bitch Boy, bro. Change Bitch Boy. Change Michael Myers. You would benefit much more financially from a change to Michael Myers. Or maybe you wouldn't, because people just buy him anyway, hoping he's good, and he's just not, and then it's too late, you can't get their money back. Try it. Rework Buff Ghostface. Fix some of these licensed characters that fucking suck ass. Fix them. Don't waste your time and resources on something that's not going to get you much in the long term. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. No one's going to buy the character, bro. Even if you rework them. Nobody cares. And the people that do are going to buy them with shards. Like we all did when they came out. Because you put them in the game unfinished. Like, just miserable, wretched failure from this company. Don't touch the Twins, bro. Twins are your happy little accident. You put them in the game absolutely fucking broken and horrendous and they couldn't fucking be played. You put them in the game, they were fucking miserable. And then over time, they smoothened out, straightened out to the point where you had to nerf them because they were dominating an actual MMR system that worked. They were dominating. Patrick said they were good. They were dominating. And he was right. I was there. We were good. We were dominating. But it's just like, just leave them alone, bro. Like, what more is there to say on that? Those are like the core 3 reasons that this character just fucking shouldn't be touched. It just shouldn't fucking be touched. Oh, don't fucking nerf my babies, bro. Alrighty. I think that's all I gotta say on this topic. I'm gonna be getting the hell out of here, lads. GG's.